What's going on people, myself it's Nishan back with another video from GameSplit. So today I will be talking about a new actual role-playing video game, Greedfall. Let's get through this. The initial release of this game has been announced on September 10, 2019 for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Greedfall is an action-adventure third-person role-playing video game developed by Spider and published by Focus Home Interactive, the publisher of A Plague Tale: Innocence. The game is similar to Assassin's Creed in many ways, likewise the environment, gameplay, mission objectives and character vibes are way matching with it. So I would say if you are a Creed fan then you must try this. Greedfall is based on an island paradise that has been discovered by colonial forces from several distinct nations and different fictional lands, but with magic and monsters. You play as a neutral human who recently arrived at the island, able to ally yourself with either the natives who inhabit the land or any other foreign nations competing to conquer and colonize the new land, while also trying to find a cure to a mysterious illness that plagues you and those close to you. The player alongside other settlers, mercenaries and treasure hunters explore a remote island where the locals who are fighting off invading settlers are protected by supernatural beings. The game includes combat, diplomacy and stealth. The player's decisions influence and affect the game's story as well as the relationship between the different factions established on the island. The first location you visit is a city named New Sweden where your cousin is the government of the place. This is probably the first time we can see the exact number of factions and their relational condition with you in the game, such as my current gameplay status is Congregation of Merchant is suspicious, Bridge Alliance nice, Thelme suspicious, Colin suspicious, North suspicious and the natives are friendly. Here the Congregation of Merchants are the faction that has hired you. They are always looking for ways to get richer and have come to the island seeking their treasure. The Bridge Alliance is a group of scholars who believe that knowledge is power and science can explain everything. They have come to the island for scientific discovery. Thelme is a religious sector whose main belief is based on magic and their main goal is to make their belief a reality in the society. The Colin is a group of hired assassins, bodyguards and militia. Most of the time they are hired by any other faction to do their dirty work. And now finally the Nords are the group of highly skilled navigators. Due to them being sold out of many other countries, it is curious to see how much a role they have in this game. One of your main partner from the beginning is Kurt, who is basically a Colin a dedicated and proven loyal master of arms over the years and also akin to an older brother. Then comes a specific character from faction Thelme is Petrus. Petrus is a member of missionary order from Thelme, though he has a past ties as a diplomat in the Ozari court. Well versed in culture and politics, his easygoing nature and featherly affection belies a deep ambition for cardinalship. Greedfall system parodies of successful RPGs, but they are a little thin in it. It has a tactical pulse system that lets you queue up an action for your protagonist but not other party members.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your goal.
Oh, enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Ha! Kurt! I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
You can assign armor and weapons to your party members, but you cannot manage their skill or combat tactics. You can also pursue a romance with your companions, but it takes the form of the personal quest followed by the makeout time dialogue button and a quick bedroom cutscene. Greedfall contains all the things I like in RPGs. I wish that I could pick even one of the praise without caveats. There are moments when Greedfall takes on a self-important kind of sympathy, portraying the native people as simple, suspicious, initially violent because of their pride. Add to that the overacted accents of every native character and you get a clumsy portrayal of a colonized society. Greedfall acknowledges that all this is terrible, but only with overt displays of evil that fail to say anything about systems of operation beyond nothing of their existence. Despite its simplicity, Greedfall's combat does encourage a sort of rhythm. Executing standard light strikes build up your fury meter, which can be spent on heavier strikes. For a large group of enemies, you place down a couple area of effect traps, use your rifle to lock and take down those closest to death, and begin weaving together light and fury attacks. A few larger bestial enemies have area of effect attack or charge forward to knock you off your feet, but the vast majority of animals launch forward at your party without finishes. The occasional human group of enemies mix swordplay with rifles. I'm not able to entirely mow through enemies on their normal difficulty level, but very few challenges me to alter my quickly established routine. What I found myself doing most was kicking my enemies. A swift kick has the potential to stagger an enemy and it also chips away their major armor. Greedfall's combat is not particularly exciting, but I enjoyed that kicking enemies in the rear quickly, which became the cornerstone of my combat choreography. While Greedfall might not be a AAA title from a huge game studio, but it is still an extremely well-designed RPG. If you like the Skyrim, Dragon Age or the first Mass Effect, you will feel right at home. There are plenty of character development options, a complex skill tree that is split into sections for skills, attributes and talents. Each of those sections is in turn split once more. Overall, the skill choices remain the pillars of eternity, but with a less overwhelming amount of variable to consider. What I really like that despite choosing a certain archetype for your character at the start, you are not limited to any class. It is possible to pick skills from other sections, allowing for a hybrid weapon or varied enough to with item level using established green, blue and purple system. Most weapons can be enhanced to boost their stats. Greedfall also includes a crafting system that's sufficiently complex without overburdening the user. I'm happy to report there is no limit to the inventory, but beyond a certain weight, springing will no longer be available. Not everything is rosy though, the game does lack bunch of quality of life improvements like a mini-map or fast travel that is available most of the time nowadays. Facial animations are extremely poor and the character sleeves are not properly synchronized with the dialogue, which I suspect is due to limited budget. The same goes for the character animations. While the map is huge, there is plenty of space to explore. Some city areas feel like they were just copy and pasted from other part of the world, reusing the house models over and over. Graphics are alright, but nothing to say home about. We have seen better in The Witcher 3. If you take a closer look, you can spot some scenes where graphics look great, which is mostly due to pre-baked lighting. This method renders light effects onto the textures during development, so they are no longer have to be generated in real time during gameplay, which of course helps the performance. Greedfall has the basic graphic setting option covered, but I would have wished for more. FPS rates are acceptable across the board for both AMD and Nvidia users. For example, to reach 60 FPS at 180p resolution, a Radeon RX 590 or a GTX 1060 6GB will do. For 1440p at 60 FPS, RX Vega 64 or GTX 1070 Ti is sufficient. For 4K 60 FPS, only achievable by Mighty RTX 2080 Ti. Overall, Greedfall is a very solid RPG title that seems to have been released with slightly bad timing, where Gears 5 and Borderlands 3 are taking all the spotlights. Priced at $49.99, it matches other AAA titles, yet lacks some of the polish we are expecting from full-priced game. Steam has rated this game a 7 out of 10, where if I have to rate this, I would have given 7.5. So that was from me today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a thumbs up and subscribe to support us.
Because you are an Onormanawi. But your heart is the heart of Aranaigze.